has shot you, be it the arrow of sickness, be it the arrow of poverty, as you use this water, that arrow is going back to the sender. We also have the favor oil. Some people have not experienced favor in any way, but as you use this oil, favor will locate you in all four corners of the world. As you can see, this is Operation No Mercy. It implies no mercy for your enemies. Your enemies can be your brother, your sister, name them, no mercy for them. This is the partnership book of Mercy and Grace Deliverance Ministry. There are many benefits of being a partner. I am a living testimony.
Oh my God.
Right, I want to use this time to...
My name is Glory Godwin. Let me introduce some spiritual items to you. This is the pool of Bethesda water. This is the good news perfume, and we have many of them. We have the good news soap, we have the good news powder, we have the good news salt. As the name implies, when you use any of them, good news must follow you. This is the back to sender water. Any arrow the enemy has shot you, be it the arrow of sickness, be it the arrow of poverty, as you use this water, that arrow is going back to the sender. We also have the favor oil. Some people have not experienced favor in any way, but as you use this oil, favor will locate you in all four corners of the world. As you can see, this is Operation No Mercy. It implies no mercy for your enemies. Your enemies can be your brother, your sister, name them, no mercy for them. This is the partnership book of Mercy and Grace Deliverance Ministry. There are many benefits of being a partner. I am a living testimony.
Oh my God.
Some pastors against tithes.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Some pastors that says nobody should pay tithes.
That is it.
Or first fruits. But I want to tell you, those pastors that are saying that, they have entered into another people's office.
Papa, thank you.
Because they are not sent to now to talk about tithes.
Yes, sir.
Because it's not their office. Hey, it is not their office. 2 years when I started ministry, I did not take offering and tithe. God spoke to me that when I started taking tithe, and the people began to prosper. Because I don't know those things before.
Yes, Papa.
I don't know that when I'm not taking their tithe and their offering, as for me, I am punishing them. I'm stealing their money.
That is it, Papa.
Not knowing that give unto thee and it shall be given unto you. The same measure that you give out, the same measure will come to your bosom.
I hear you, Prophet.
Am I talking to someone?
Papa, you are talking to us.
You go by your God. You go carry. You go carry. You go carry. Go river stay. You go carry. You go carry. You go carry. Go caraba. You go carry. You go carry. You go carry. Yes, you change your mind. Hey. Are you there? Grace. Grace. Come carry grace, you, my mommy. Come carry grace, you, sister. Come carry grace, you, my mommy. Grace will change you. Are you there? Go see. Yeah. Are you there? Buga. Hey! Hey! Congratulations, Kaya Safiko. Congratulations, Port Harcourt. Congratulations, River State. Grace will change your life. Congratulations, Taraba State.
You know, like I have said before, whenever you go to church looking for signs and wonders, you will be disappointed. Whenever you go to church and you expect to get something out of it, something physical out of it, maybe prosperity out of it, you will be disappointed. Because the only reason those men of God collect from you is because they cannot get it miraculously. No one will give it to them miraculously. God will not give it to them miraculously. That is why they are bent on convincing you into giving your hard-earned money to them, into coming to meet them, and they will tell you what you want to hear, and in return, you will give whatever you have to them. For example, your man of God, Prophet Jeremiah Omoto, and all the items he sells on his website. Do you really believe that if those items were genuine, if those items came from God, and if God could do what Jeremiah is saying that God could do, would he sell those items to you? Would he be selling them on his website? Would he even have a website in the first place to sell items? You have to ask yourself all these questions, because I don't understand why sometimes it's so hard for people to think logically. If Jeremiah Omoto had the power to do all those things he said he can do, had the power to change your life, had the power to make you prosperous, would he sell you miracle soap? Would he sell you miracle water? Would he sell you deliverance key, a key that can open doors to prosperity, a key that will make you a millionaire, a billionaire, a trillionaire? Would he sell that to you? Won't he use that same key to open doors to make himself trillionaire? Won't he do that? Why does he need to collect your money? Why? Why are you paying it? Why are you paying for it? Why can't you see through this? Why can't you see through all this manipulation in the church? Why can't you? You are being taken for a fool every day, every time. You are being cheated every day, every time. You are being looked upon as somebody who is like a milking cow that the men of God can milk any day, anytime. And the most annoying thing is that you give yourself to them. You give yourself to them. Now, I must say there are cases that people are being brainwashed into stuff like this. I know. It's not like a one-size-fits-all scenario, right? There are nuances in this whole thing. There are people who are desperate, needing for solutions, and then the men of God take them and turn them into whatever they want them to be. There are cases like this. There are cases where people have been disenfranchised by the government. People are in a very, very difficult situation, and they thought to themselves that God in heaven can help them through men of God. And they go there. There are cases like this. And there are cases whereby the people are just outright stupid and naive and ignorant and not willing to learn anything new for themselves. There are also cases like that. But my hope is, I really hope that people start seeing through all this. People start calling it out for what it is. People start speaking out. And people start public shaming men of God who are stealing with the name of God, who are using the name of God to victimize people and collect whatever those people have, who do not have a conscience for less privileged people in society, those people who are struggling every day, every night to put food on the table, who are struggling to get by, who are struggling to make it in life. If you do not have pity for those people, then where is your conscience? Where is it? After all, you promised us, or you told us, that your God is a good God. Your God is a merciful God. Your God is a kind God. And if you are a child of a merciful God, if you are a child of a kind and lovely God, you ought to be kind and lovely to your fellow brothers and sisters. You ought to do that. It is your responsibility to do that. But if you're not doing that, then what kind of person are you? What kind of person are you? So before I end this video, I just want to stress this one more time. There is nothing like signs and wonders. There is nothing as prosperity gospel. There is nothing as a transaction between you and God whereby you give God something and God gives you something. There is nothing as that. Any man of God who told you that, who promises you that, is a big fraud. The man of God is playing on your weakness. The man of God has seen a weakness in you, and he or she is using that weakness to their own advantage. And that man of God is a very, very terrible person. In order for you to succeed in this life, you must go out there and work. You must provide service to people, and in return, people will pay you for your services. No soap, no water, nothing to nothing will make you prosperous if you do not work hard. You must work hard for yourself. Any man of God who promises to make you prosperous, let the man of God make themselves prosperous first. Let them receive miracle money first. Let them become successful by not collecting from people, but by praying to God and God filling their bank accounts with money. Let's see that happen first. If that happens, then we all would get on board with their so-called prosperity gospel. Because as far as I'm concerned, that whole thing about giving me so that God will give you is just a fraud. And anyone who is playing into this is doing that at their own risks. Please be careful. Be careful.